A presidential spokesperson says the remaining school children and staff abducted by gunmen from a Catholic school in November have been released. In a social media post on Sunday, the spokesperson said 130 more were released following the 100 who were freed earlier this month. In late November, scores of school children and staff were kidnapped from St. Mary's boarding school in north-central Niger state. The Christian Association of Nigeria reported that 50 students managed to escape at the time of the kidnappings. It has not been made public who seized them or how the government secured their release. Let's cross over to Lagos now for the very latest. Deji Badimosi is joining us there. Deji, so what do we know about the circumstances of the release of the school children?
Well, Beatrice, what we know is that the school children now have been released. We understand those released include, of course, the staff that had been in captivity, 130 of them. That's what that's the figure that the government gave. Don't forget that the school had actually said that 165 students and staff were still in captivity, but now 130 the government has confirmed has been released, and that there's no one in captivity anymore. So there has to be some kind of reconciliation at some point. So the government has confirmed 130 of them. We've been gathering some details as to how they were released. We understand they were released at a location near Nigeria's border with Benin, and so they have been transported to Niger state. And the captives now are supposed to meet with, reunite with their parents and of course their family members later today. The government, of course, has not disclosed how they were released, if there was some kind of exchange of money or what have you. Of course, we know that the government says it doesn't pay ransom to bandits now for the release of anyone. It doesn't encourage it. But there's no question at all, Beatrice, that some kind of negotiation would have taken place. And that's the reason why this has taken a long time. Just as you reported, they were taking in November the 21st, and initially 100 of them were released, and now 130 released without the exchange of gunfire. So that clearly indicates that there must have been some kind of negotiation, even though the government has chosen not to disclose the details. Beatrice?
And Deji, do we have any confirmation from the government and how many more are still being held by the abductors, or that is it?
Well, from the statement released by the government, there is no one in captivity anymore. And that's going by the statement released by the government. Don't forget, as I said before, the school had said 165 had been unaccounted for, but with what we have seen now, 130, and the government says there's no one in captivity. So I would suppose that 130 would be it. The Commissioner of Police in Niger State has come out to say, look, the school didn't get its figure right, that there were actually 130 in captivity and all 130 have been released. I think when they reunite with their family and, you know, going forward, we would see how this number would be reconciled. But as we speak now, the government says there's absolutely no one in captivity, and that all of them, I'm talking about the school children and the staff, have now been released. Beatrice?
Deji, what has been the reaction from their families and the communities and the school as well?
Well, even though the family members have actually not set eyes on the children, they are really happy. I mean, from what we've gathered from the community, they're looking forward to meeting their children. The family members, we understand, are supposed to gather at the school later in the day when the children and, of course, the staff will be brought in. We understand they are going through some kind of medical checkup at the moment, and then they'll be reunited at the school with their parents and family members. And they're all excited. They're looking forward to it. I mean, this is what they had been praying for, that, you know, that this release is secured before Christmas. The government had said it was going to ensure that they were all released before Christmas, and it's now happened. So everyone is excited, everyone is happy. The government has gotten a lot of commendation, even though there are questions still being asked as to how this release was you know, effected, and there's still no word as to who actually carried out this kidnapping. I mean, there's no word on that. So maybe sometime in the future, everything will become clearer. Beatrice?